Good day, everyone. I'm Myca Gamis, and welcome to my show. Today, we will talk about how teachers adapt to online learning during the pandemic. To let us know about this topic, I will introduce to you our guest. She used to be a student teacher to me when I was in grade 7. She graduated Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English at the Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Valenzuela, and now she is a licensed professional English teacher at Linguna National High School. Let's all welcome Miss Joenah Tejome.
Hi,
Hi,
Myca.
ma'am. Ma'am Joenah, can you introduce yourself to our viewers?
Okay, good day to everyone. Just like what Myca said, I am Ma'am Joenah Tejome, and I am already a licensed teacher, and I am now in my 7th year in my teaching profession. Okay, my 2 years were I taught in private school, and then 5 years in Linguna National High School, and I'm currently teaching grade 8 English. And aside from that, I also have auxiliary auxiliary positions such as finance officer of the school for both junior high school and senior high school, and then as well as the reading coordinator. And I am also an advisor. So it sounds very tasky, it sounds very complex, but with the help of the school head and other co-teachers, I was able to adapt, no, to the work.
Wow. Ma'am,
Yes,
Ma'am Joenah, are you ready for this interview?
of course. I came
Yes.
prepared.
Thank you. For the first question, why did you choose to become an online teacher during this pandemic?
Okay, to be an online teacher this pandemic, actually we don't have a choice. So this one we did not choose. I think we are encouraged and we are required to deliver quality education despite of pandemic.
So for the next question, how would you ensure that assignments and quizzes were graded promptly?
Okay, assignments and quizzes were graded promptly. First and foremost, teachers should set deadline. Aside from that, teachers should be ready with the rubrics. Like for example, performance task. If you thought of a performance task, it should also be backed up with rubrics. So you know how to give a grade, how to grade a certain output, a certain performance task. So it's not time consuming. Yun ang mas pinaka promptly na way para ma-gradean mo sila. And of course, to set deadline.
That's nice to hear po, ma'am. Can you describe a time when you assisted a student who required extra support?
One student mentioned me in the group chat, and then he asked me, pwede po ba tayo mag-Zoom? Sabi ko, ay sige, walang problema, Zoom tayo. Ayan. Pero dun sa Zoom na tinuro ko, nagtatagalog ako ng konti, tapos may English ko din, hanggang sa nag-gets niya na. So, ayun lang siguro yung extra support ko. And then one thing is, yung nag-home visitation kami. Yung home visitation namin, may dala pa kaming TV. Pero provided naman ng school yon. May e-wheels, education on wheels ang tawag namin doon. So, yung e-wheels na yun, parang e-trike. Meron siyang TV, meron siyang built-in doon na parang internet connection, tapos may module din, tapos may maliit na lamesa. So, kapag yung bata pinupunta namin doon, hindi talaga nagpaparamdam sa klase. Tapos nakita namin na marunong naman yung bata, nakakasagot naman. Kaso, hindi lang, they don't have access in the internet, and then gadget, ayun, isa pa. So, ayun yung mga extra support na binigay namin sa bata.
Mabuti po yun kahit pa paano may gano'n na. Tsaka ikaw po, maganda rin na nalalapitan ka po ng mga students mo katulad nga nun, isang request lang na Zoom pumapayag ka. Siyempre po, siguro, mas mas matututo siya kung makikita niya, kung nakakausap ka niya. Kasi mahirap din po talaga ng chat lang, di ba? What materials do you require to conduct lessons online?
Okay, for the teachers, we are not really required, but it's your personal preference. It's your own decision to provide, video lesson, PowerPoint, and extra activity sheets or worksheets. Kasi doon sa module, minsan kasi mahirap agad yung activity. O kaya naman, minsan, hindi makaka-relate yung bata dun sa activities. Okay, dun naman sa video lesson, aside from dun, di ba, kasi may FB Live.
Opo.
FB Live, sa FB Live kasi, ang pinapakita dun, kung yung nasa module din. So, parang limited yung sa FB Live, limited exercises, limited board work, yung ganyan, di ba? Sa FB Live, pag na-discuss na yung lesson, konting activity, tapos sagot na sa module. But the problem is, the students, they need more familiarity. Like for example, yung sentence ganito, paano makuha yung sentence, paano maging parallel structure, they need more examples. So si teacher, gagawa pa ng PowerPoint. Minsan nga hindi lang PowerPoint video lesson talaga na pinapakita paano nakuha, bakit and ang ginamit, bakit hindi but, ganyan.
Dapat creative.
Oo, at saka kailangan nakakasabay sa technology na ang teacher na yun. Then for the students naman, during online classes, we require them to have with them their module and then pen. Sometimes extra paper.
How do you encourage student participation in an online environment?
I think this is the one of the most challenging part in the online teaching, to encourage student to be to remain their energy, 'di ba?
Focus also.
To sustain, 'di ba? Kasi
Yes.
online, ako aaminin ko, even I myself, I feel sleepy kapag may mga seminar, 'di ba? Ganyan lang na pag webinar.
Yes.
Yung mga bata, 'di ba, according to the study, ang mga bata, short span lang yan eh. Kailangan within a short span, makuha mo yung kanilang attention,
Attention.
makuha mo yung nila, ganyan. Para para ma-encourage sila, para maging engaged sila. Now, what I do when I conduct Zoom, sometimes I conduct Zoom discussion. Sometimes I have a game. Like for example, bring me, kahit lang sa bahay nila. Bring me yan, ganyan. O kaya naman may roulette ako, yung digital roulette. Kung sino yung sasagot sa ganitong question, ganyan. And then, pero may nakuha akong technique dun sa isa kong sa isa kong co-teacher. Talagang siya, aside sa nagtatawag siya, may pa-prize siya. Since 'di ba online, ayan may pa-GCash si
Yes.
sir. Pero minsan kasi tawag dito, yung bata, nagre-rely na lang din sa reward. Kaya hindi rin siya parang effective din na, although sa simula okay siya, pero habang tumatagal, parang yung bata, ang nilook forward na lang niya is yung reward. So, kailangan mag-isip tayo ng activities na related sa lesson. And
Yun, magandang paraan din po yung pagpapagano ng mga pag-game, ng mga icebreaker. Kasi doon yung mga gusto ng mga bata, yung makapaglaro, kahit ako po nun, kahit face-to-face, gusto ko pag may mga, lalo na pag yung may mga lyrics na hulaan, gano'n, yun po, nag-enjoy ako. And yun po, next question. What's your process for grading and evaluating students' assignment in a timely manner?
okay, yung process ng grading tsaka evaluating, kasi yung grading process this pandemic is different because we don't have the quarterly assessment, wala na yung first periodic exam, wala na yung second periodic exam. So, kami, written and then output. So, sa written, it could be anything from the module, okay, mga activities or worksheets. Kapag naman output, something that they made, like essay, like what else? Essay, performance task, ayan, mga ganon. So, ang ginagawa ko, ini-schedule ko yung ganitong section. Tapos meron kasi sa and then meron kaming naging seminar noon about Facebook. di ba may page kami.
Yes.
Then, dun sa group page na yun, parang meron dong setting na isa-set up mo siya as educational purposes or educational society. Parang ganun siya. Tapos doon nagpo-post yung bata, doon niya pinapasa. So ako nakikita ko din na, si ganito on time nagpasa. Si ganito late nagpasa. So ma-monitor mo din yung time at alam mo kung sino yung hindi nagpapasa. So maybe it's yung technique and strategy mo, it relies on the uh, application and then the internet, your resources talaga para maging timely ka.
So for the next question, ma'am, what strategies do you use to support different learning styles?
Okay, different learning styles of the students need differentiated activities as well, even in the time of pandemic. Like for example, activity A is not suitable for this kind of student, so you have a plan B for them. You don't stick to this is my activity for today. All of you should do this. All of you should submit this. No, it's not like that. So we teachers need to prepare lots of activities that is suitable for the learning style and of course sa situation ng bata.
How do you ensure equal participation in online discussions?
I think equal participation, that is far from reality. Talagang, actually, to be honest, only few students can participate in online discussion. And some of them, after ng attendance, they are gone with the wind. Charot. Wala nang paramdam. Attendance na, nagsising siya, wala na. Talagang yung marurunong talaga ang nagpa-participate. So, for them to have a chance in online discussion, you will call them because they are in the attendance. You recorded them as participant in your subject.
Yung po katulad ng napag-usapan natin kanina, how would you support a student who was struggling in class?
Okay, those students who are struggling in class, first we have home visitation, but for some reason like the ECQ, the enhanced community quarantine, it was stopped. So our school head reprimanded us to do home visitation. But now that some of the teachers are already fully vaccinated and some of us had the first dose. So parang it was our own decision to have home visitation. So meron kami na home visit. Aside from home visitation, we have remedial. Okay, remedial, those are worksheets and activities having the same competency, but we made the activity a little bit easier for the students, applicable dun sa kakayahan ng bata. Then aside from struggling, we also communicate to the parents. Kasi
Yes po.
sometimes, ang alam ng parents, okay yung anak nila. Kasi sinasabi daw pag uwi, galing trabaho, kakamustay ng parents. O, nag-module ka ba? Ganyan, nagpasa ka ba? Sasabihin ng bata, opo, opo. But in reality, no, they did not. So,
Yes.
nagugulat din yung parent. So, we need to communicate as well to the parents.
So sa pagtuturo naman po, ma'am, what types of scheduling software or applications do you use to manage your workflow?
Scheduling software, siguro, scheduling, alarm lang. Alarm lang. And then, yung sa Facebook. Sa Facebook kasi may scheduled post.
Ah,
So, namamanage yun. Lalo na kasi pag FB Live. Pag FB Live kasi, wala kaming turo, wala kaming discussion. So, yung bata, manonood lang. So, yung scheduled post ko na yun na i-comment nila yung attendance nila, i-comment nila yung screenshot ng pinapanood nila. Kasi minsan yun yung proof namin ng attendance nila during FB Live. So, ayun, mga scheduled posts, sa Google, nag-set din kami ng alarm or ng appointment, ganyan. Pati rin sa Zoom, 'di ba, puwedeng i-schedule din. So
Yes
ayun
po.
yung application na nagagamit namin.
This next question is for you, ma'am. How did you adapt to the distance
Okay.
learning process?
Okay, how did I adapt? Maybe one way is webinars and seminars conducted via school and via the division office. And then, of course, yung sa DepEd Philippines, DepEd Philippines, they have a Facebook page wherein they post a lot of seminars that you can attend. So with that, those seminars, it talks about applications, software, about strategies, and then even scoring, how to score, a student's output
Yes.
in this online class. And then, dun sa application, actually, uh, madami eh. Like, for example, yung OBS na sobrang gamit siya ngayon sa paggawa ng video lesson. And then yung mga, ano pa ba, mga Toontastic, if you want to be more creative sa mga video lesson mo, you use Toontastic, you make your own story, you make your own character there. And then, ano pa ba, yung mga Kinemaster, ayan yung mga sineminar namin dun eh, para maging familiar kami doon sa mga possible na pwede namin gamitin during the discussion. And then, aside from that, of course, nagkakaroon kami ng kamustahan. Meron yung school head namin, meron siyang, tawag dito, segment during meeting yung kumustahan. So, yung kumustahan na yan, it's sharing what you experience, you share what you discovered, ganyan. So, yung mga teacher, parang, pwede pala yun, try ko nga din sa klase ko. So, parang may sharing. Ayun ang isa sa maganda rin na way ngayong pandemic.
About that experience you've mentioned, what do you consider as benefits and drawbacks of distance learning?
Benefits, okay. For the benefits, I think it's exploring and widening your horizon as a teacher. So we thought that as a teacher, we are just confined in the four walls of the classroom. But no, we are now extending and we are now going with the flow of the new technology nowadays. Even the
Yes.
seasoned teachers, actually, it's really overwhelming to see the seasoned teachers exploring and trying this new technology. And aside from that, I think online discussion or online teaching, I think saves a lot of time and energy for those who can afford. Like for example, it's paperless. You can just send your output via email. You can uh, send a video, a tutorial, something like that. But of course, the drawback is we all miss face-to-face class interaction. That is very different from online. I think there's nothing that we can compare to the reaction, interaction of the students, their reaction, di ba, mga facial reaction ng bata, and of course, na-miss din natin na, tawag dito, yung connection mo dun sa bata, yung na you get to know well your students, their background, parang more than nakikilala mo pa yung mga bata. Yung drawback siguro, I think it's about the materials, the preparedness of the system. Preparedness of the system when it comes for the teachers and for the students. Kasi ang teacher, lahat talaga, bigla kaming napabili ng ah, tawag dito, heavy duty na laptop, heavy duty na desktop, bigla kami napabili ng
Yes.
ring light, bigla kami napabili ng mic, ano pa ba, green screen. Those materials are not provided for us for free.
Kailangan mag-invest.
So, those materials came from,
Yes.
oh, at isa pa doon, syempre galing din sa bulsa, biglang nadagdag siya
Yes.
sa budget ni teacher, di ba? So, yun lang siguro yung drawback. And then the materials given by the DepEd and of course the system sa mga bata. Kasi nga we are, I mean, students, not all students can afford talaga. So, no choice sila yung iba nagmo-modular. Nagsasagot sila sa module, ganyan. Even though they want to participate, even though they
Yes.
are capable, di ba, capable when it comes to their skills and knowledge. But then, circumstances like no gadget, no connection, ayun lang yung nag-draw. Feeling ko yun yung drawback niya.
So, how do you perceive the main differences between face-to-face and digital social interactions in education?
Yung pinaka-main difference niya ng online at saka face-to-face, iba talaga yung interaction ng bata eh. Iba yung nakakausap mo siya, iba yung nakakamusta mo siya, iba
Yes.
yung nakikita mo na natuto siya. Diba, may kita mo yung sa mukha ng bata, eh, may kita mo din na hindi nila na-gets yung lesson, yung may pagkunot ng noo, pagkut, diba, yung, lalo na pag nagpapagames, ang teacher, pag nagpapagames, yung excitement ba, yung may
Yes.
pakilig yun eh. Diba? Pero ngayon na online, yun yung nakakamiss kasi sa online, syempre hindi mo sila nakikita. Minsan yung estudyante ko, hindi ko kilala eh, hindi ko alam yung itsura. Mamaya nakakasalubong ko na pala, estudyante ko pala yun. So, ayun siguro, yung talagang interaction.
What types of challenges have you faced in e-learning? Alam ko madami po yan. How did you overcome them and what did you learn or gain from them?
Okay, I think one of the challenges is having stable internet. Because I myself, I don't
Yes.
have
You
really,
have Wi-Fi, ma'am.
I have Wi-Fi, but there are times na hindi siya stable.
Yes.
So, one time nag-Zoom, sabi ng bata, Ma'am, choppy ka po. Si Ma'am naging robot na, ganyan. So, as an alternative for that, I send the video of my lesson. Yung video lesson ko, sinesend ko na lang. And then, uh, doon ako nagtatanong sa messenger kung may tanong, kung meron bang ah, na hindi naintindihan, ganyan. Tapos siguro isa pang challenge is yung pag-reach out sa bata. Kasi minsan nagtawag ako yung via phone call, kinakamusta ko yung bata. Minsan yung parent, binababaan ka ng phone, pag alam nilang, pag yung, alam mo yung intro mo, ito po ba si ganito, ito
Grabe.
po ba ganito, ganyan. Ako po kasi yung advisor. Biglang toot, toot, toot. Alam, binabaan ako ng parent. Alam niya kasi kukulitin ko siya. Kukulitin ko. Pakipasok po, pakifollow up po, ganyan. Kaya minsan bababa ng mata. Pero dun sa yung na-overcome in terms of uh, thinking of alternative din. Na hindi ka, yun nga
Yes.
sabi ko, huwag ka mag-stick dun sa plan A. Kailangan may plan B ka, may plan C ka. And then, ang nag-gain ko naman doon is to stretch my patience and understanding. Stretch ko yung patience ko na hindi lahat ng parent pare-pareho mag-isip, di ba? Hindi lahat ng bata pare-pareho ng learning style, ganyan. So, kailangan tanggapin ko yung acceptance na iba-iba talaga and acceptance that I am teaching a different generation. Yan, mga
Yes.
bata.
And online pa.
Oo, ayan.
So, for the last question, how do you stay up to date with the changing worlds of technology and education?
Up to date with the changing worlds of technology and education, maybe by, I think personally, is attending seminar and webinars. And
Yes.
thing is, when a task is given to you, you accept it. Like for example, if you were given the opportunity to become a live streaming teacher, you accept it. Not do not think it as a burden or another work, but as a challenge for you as a teacher. How do you deliver the lesson the simplest way that you can? And of course, what are the strategies and ways? And of course, the application. Alam mo, dyan ako na di ako na-test yung sarili ko actually. Nung kasi yung mga teacher, may mga observation kami na experience mo ba yon sa Kanumay? Yung teacher nyo, na-observe ng ibang teacher.
Opo.
So kami, hindi pwede yun sa classroom kasi nga we are in online. So ako, sariling sikap. Andito ako sa bahay. So parang ako talaga nag-set up ng ano ko, green screen, nag-set up ng ilaw, ako nag-record sa sarili ko, ako nag-edit sa sarili ko. So doon na ano mo pala na kaya ko pala na ganun. Siguro when situation calls, you will just you will just be surprised that you were able to overcome it. So parang when a challenge is given to you, accept it. Kasi sabi nga nila, if it makes you uncomfortable, be happy if it makes you uncomfortable because no one grows in the same environment. Kailangan mag-step out ka doon. Kasi hindi ka matututo kung lagi ka lang nandyan sa comfort zone mo. Kailangan step outside ka. And another thing is, you should be open to, constructive criticism. You should be open to new ideas. Parang huwag kang maging balat sibuyas if they say na yung video lesson mo, maingay, ganyan, you still need to improve this and that. Wag maging balat sibuyas kasi that's for your own good as a teacher.
Yes.
Sabi nga nila, uh, in teaching, learning never stops. At yung learning na yon, it can come from different people. Learning can come from seasoned teachers yung matatagal na. But don't close the door that in the idea that you can learn as well to the younger ones. Di ba? Kasi meron
Yes.
ako mga co-teacher na mas bata sa akin na nagbibigay ng idea. Ako naman yung attitude mo as a teacher, wag naman yung, ayoko makinig sa'yo, bago ka lang, ako matagal na ako nagtuturo. No, that's not the mga younger na teacher, sila pa talaga yung may mga fresh ideas, di ba? Sila pa yung may mga, tawag dito, may mas alam sa technology. So, kapag ganyan, mga constructive criticism, tanggapin mo, kasi that's for your own, di ba? Ayun naman ang ano ko ngayon sa pandemic na to.
Mas ikabubuti.
Oo, sa ikabubuti.
Yun po, I'm so proud na kahit papaano ay nalalampasan mo yung mga challenges, especially ngayong pandemic. Kasi wala rin naman po tayong choice, di ba, kundi tanggapin na ganito yung setup natin ngayon. And basta nag-hope lang po tayo na makabalik. Sana makabalik na kahit kami po sobrang gusto na namin makabalik. Especially sa course po kasi namin, na kailangan
Oh,
talaga face-to-face.
oh,
Ayun po. Ano po kasi kinuha ko sa PLB Communication Studies major in Theater Arts po.
theater arts. Ang galing
Opo.
naman.
Noong time niyo
Oo
po
nga.
may gano'n na pong course.
Ano ba yun? Dati kasi tawag sa amin dyan, box. Di ko alam
Opo,
kung yung,
box. Yun
ayun ba
po, back
yun?
na lang Parang tinanggal na po kasi yung studies. Bachelor of
Ah,
Arts in Communication, major in Theater Arts na lang po. Ayun.
hmm, parang ano yan, o sa amin nga, box nga yung tawag sa amin nun. Yung batch namin.
Ayun po, sobrang naghihiling din kami na makabalik kami sa normal, makapag-play ng
Oo,
personal sa mga... Yan po kasi may mga recital kami sa music tsaka sa acting. And yun po
oo,
ay yung struggle. Pero
kasi
kakayan.
mag-stage.
Opo. So,
Hmm.
yun po, ma'am. Thank you so much po for your time. I know you're very busy, pero naka-attend ka po. Thank you so
O, diba?
much, Ma'am Joenah Tejome. Um, keep safe and healthy. God bless. Thank you po.